Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to explain you how you can use ChatGPT to prepare for the reading comprehension or the reading part of the IELTS examination. So let's get started. But before then that, if you are keen to learn how to use ChatGPT to prepare for the listening exam, then I have done a video previously on that as well. I will give the link of that video in the I button and the description of this video also, so feel free to check that. Okay, now if I go to this document, don't worry, I'll share this document. The important thing is you should stay with me so I can quickly go through the document and explain you that how you can use this prompt to prepare for the reading exam, because if you are not going through the entire document and if you are not understanding how to use it, it will not be that much useful. All right, so the first thing first, we are telling ChatGPT to act as English language specialist and help us in preparing IELTS reading exam, and it should follow the requirements strictly. So it will give us 3 different passages. The passage length should be between 800 and 1000 words. The passages can be from books, journals, magazines, newspapers, blogs, etc. All passages must be of general interest. The passage style should be narrative, descriptive, or discursive or argumentative. After that, one of the passage must contain detailed logical argument. And after that, there should be 13 questions in passage 1, 13 questions in passage 2, and 14 questions in passage 3. There will be total 40 questions. Now, by the way, if you want to prepare for some specific type of passages, because I will be honest, you should use ChatGPT as a secondary source to prepare for the reading or listening exams. This should not be the primary source, but how you can use it, because even if we are telling it to take passages from books, journals, magazine, newspapers, blogs, sometime what it will do, it will either take all the passages from books or journals or magazines. So what you can do, you can play around with these instructions. So maybe you can remove rest of the part and you can say, okay, give me all the 3 passages from the books. Then maybe give me all the 3 passages from journals, from magazines, from newspaper or blogs. Now after that, we are telling it that there should be a mix and match of the following 10 types of questions: multiple choice, identifying information, identifying writer's view, matching information, headings, features, matching sentence, sentence completion, summary note table completion, and short answer questions. There are actually 11 types of questions. I have not included the flowchart completion and the diagram related questions, because in the free version of ChatGPT we can not have the diagram, so I have excluded that type of question. So that is why we have 10 types of questions. So I'm going to give a mix and match. Should include at least one of each type. Again, it's up to you. If you feel that you need to practice more about, because usually people find it a bit tough to decide whether the given information is true, false, or not given. So you can play around with this list. You can say, okay, I need, for example, all the questions from these 2 types, or maybe you can say that I want all the questions from these 3 categories, or I need all the questions from these 3 categories. So it's up to you. Let's move further. Now we are telling ChatGPT to wait for our instructions. And why we are doing that, if you notice, when you give too many long prompts, like for example, if you ask ChatGPT to generate 3 passages, then give 40 questions, then give the answers, to be honest, it will not be able to generate that long content in one go accurately. So we have to play around with that limitation, and we are saying that okay, we will give you specific instructions and you need to give us the specific information, rather than giving out lots of information and then in the end telling us that there is an error and I cannot generate that much information. So for example, for reading passage 1, we will type RP1 and then you should generate it. RP2 for reading passage 2, RP3 for reading passage 3. So when we type these commands, then only give us those reading passages. And after that, when we type QRP1, then give us the questions related to reading passage 1. QRP2, then questions related to reading passage 2. QRP3, then questions related to reading passage 3. ARP1, answers related to passage 1. answers related to passage 2, answers related to passage 3. After that, when you want to check whether your answers are correct or no, so you will do check answers of reading passage 1, check answers of reading passage 2, check answers of reading passage 3. Finally, if we want to calculate the band, so we will simply type the band command and it should calculate the band and give us either whole band or the half band format like 3.5, 6.5, but not in the quarter form like 6.25, 4.25 or 8.25. So what I will do, I will copy this entire thing. So I will provide the link of this document in the description of the video and you can get it from there. And I have pasted this here and we will click on this button. Now, if we go back, for example, I want to generate reading passage 1. So the command for that is rp1. So I will type rp1 and it will start generating the reading passage 1, the power of habit. Alright, so it has generated the passage 1 and it is ready for the question. So here you can see the passage 1 has been generated. Now if I go back to the document, questions related to passage 1, I need to type QRP1, QRP1, and it will give us questions for reading passage 1. So we have these multiple choice questions. We have these identifying information questions, sentence completion, matching features, and we have a short answer. Now, if you see, if I go back and if you see, I told it should include at least one of each type. So there are 10 questions, but matching headings and matching features, it is not there. So if you are okay with this, with these questions, we can proceed if we want it to focus. So let's copy this and we will fine tune it. You have missed the instructions for generating questions. Read them again and generate 10 types of questions, and then these are the instructions. Okay, so now it says that it will take care that it generates all 10 types of questions. All right, now if I'm on your place, what I will do, I will go up. So this passage is, the passage generation is ending here right above the QRP1. So I will click on the copy button. I will open the Word file and I'll paste the passage here. If we move further, we can go down and these are the 13 questions that we want. So we will again click on this copy option. We will go back and we will paste them here. Now the next thing is we will ask it to generate the answers, and for that the prompt is answers of reading passage 1. So ARP1, I will type this. So these are the answers for reading passage 1. So I will copy them as well. And what I will do now, I will generate 3 more passages quickly and I will generate their answers. And then I will do few mistakes in the answers and then we will see if we can get the correct assessment of those answers and if the ChatGPT is able to calculate our correct band or not. All right, if I show you in the document, I have generated these 3 passages. So the power of habit, and then these are the questions for the passage. These are the answers, and what I have done, if you see, these highlighted answers are actually the ones that are incorrect. So what I did, I changed them. So there are now 3 incorrect answers in passage 1. Passage 2 is about the mystery of dark matter, and then we have questions. And then if we see the answers, again there are 3 incorrect answers. So again, I changed 3 of the correct answers to the incorrect one in passage 2. So total 6 incorrect answers now. The passage 3 is about the ethics of artificial intelligence. These are the questions, and if we see the answers, there are 4 incorrect answers. I have changed them, so it was false, I made it true. Similarly, this one, and this one. So total now there are 4 plus 3 plus 3. There are total 10 incorrect answers out of our 40 questions. So now let's try that. So I will go back to my instructions document, and just to make sure, I will once again, I mean, you should feel free to copy these instructions and paste them whenever you want to emphasize that ChatGPT should, be still on there on your instructions. Okay, now I will go to the answers of passage 1 title as well, which is like answers for reading passage 1. Okay, so it is quickly checking our answers, and it will tell us that question 3, 9, 11. So as I told you, there are 3 questions that are incorrect. There are 10 correct and 3 incorrect answers. Now let's go for passage 2. So these are the answers for reading passage 2. We will copy them. We will go back, we will paste them, press the button, wait for the magic. So there should be 3 incorrect answers in this one as well. All right, 10 correct answers, 3 incorrect answers. And interestingly, it is sharing that there are 4 incorrect answers. So as I told you, you need to tweak around. So we will say, you said about 3 incorrect answers, but you are giving feedback for 4. Double check, please. Okay, so now it has corrected its feedback. So there are 10 correct and 3 incorrect answers. Now if we move further for passage 3, let's see if it can identify all the 4 incorrect answers or not. All right, here we go with the summary of passage 3 answers. So 10 correct and 4 incorrect answers, which is true. Now we will ask it to finally calculate the band. I mean, I can just copy and paste the entire prompt and it will do that. Okay, so I will type band. It is doing the calculation for us. All right, so our band score is 7. The correct answers are 30, and if you refer to this table, 30 till 31, the band is 7. So this is how we can use ChatGPT to prepare us for the reading exam component of IELTS examination. We can generate the passages, we can generate the questions, we can assess our questions with the help of ChatGPT, and we can finally see our band score as well. If you find this video informative, then kindly like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your family and friends. And stay tuned for more useful content on teaching and learning. Thank you very much.